Good evening, everyone. Well, on the eve of the presidential election, voter ID is still a hot button issue with some Mississippi voters.
Yeah, the state's constitutional amendment requiring ID cannot be used in this election because it still has not gotten Justice Department approval. And
much of the day was spent clarifying this very issue. Bert Case begins tonight's coverage of Decision 2012.
You do not need ID for the 2012 election.
That was the chairman of the Legislative Black Caucus, Senator Kenneth Wayne Jones of Canton. He was obviously responding to a call by Governor Phil Bryant last week, saying that even though ID is not required, it should be shown at a polling place voluntarily. When asked what was wrong with that, this was the response we got from Senator Jones. Why shouldn't you voluntarily do that if you want to?
Putting that type of information out because you're the chief official, that insults almost half of your constituency. And that's wrong, it's insulting, and it misrepresents the truth with our state law.
Earlier in the day, the NAACP held an election eve news conference to also make it clear that the only voter ID requirement is for those voting for the first time when they registered by mail. Here's what Derek Johnson, state president of the NAACP, had to say about the governor's suggestion.
And I think Governor Bryant has done the citizens of this state a disservice in trying to mislead them and misguide them on what the state of the law is. The state of the law as it stands today, there is no voter identification requirement. Individuals have the right, if they so choose, to present an identification. That's their choice. But it's not a policy of the state of Mississippi to require voter identification.
Bert Case, WLBT News.
Well, the NAACP wants to remind voters once again about a statewide election protection program. This is designed to educate voters and volunteers about voting rights here in our state. All you have to do is call 1-888-601-VOTE for professional and legal assistance to help resolve any problems on Election Day.